college football handicapper, Brad Powers, at Brad Powers 7 on social media. Brad, some really big games this week, and we'll start with Alabama LSU. The number has come down towards Alabama. What do you make this number, and have you fired on this game?
Yeah, I'm part of the money on LSU here. Anything above a field goal. I mean, it doesn't help anybody now that it's 3, but, shop around. I mean, we're not done yet. Last I checked, it's Tuesday night. We'll get some two-way action on this game. So anything above 3 is a play for me on LSU. What do I see? Well, I think this is generally speaking. I just think elite offense beats elite defense in today's day and age of college football. You don't believe me? Nick Saban himself has made similar comments in recent years that it's more of an offensive-driven sport. So obviously LSU, in my opinion, has the best offense in college football. Bama's defense is really good. It's the best defense they faced this year. But I think, who do you trust? Spread says it's going to be a close game. If it comes down to the wire, do you trust Jane Daniels to make a play or Jalen Milroe to make a play in a one-possession game? Give me Daniels and LSU.
Speaking of trust, Dabo Swinney trusts God, so I'm going to trust Dabo Swinney this weekend against Notre Dame. Am I crazy for taking 3 here?
No, not at all. Like Clemson should be the play here. Although I think it's a good in-game opportunity. I mean, you're going to know right away if Clemson's ready to play. They should be. But, you're worried if Notre Dame punches them in the mouth early and there's going to be some fight left. Because, I mean, it's been a bad look for Clemson all season. It hasn't. I know a lot of close losses and stuff, but every game, I mean, hell, they want to get a close win against a terrible Wake Forest team. So not a lot of good data points for Clemson, but I expect their best performance of the season. If that's the case, then +3 for me, a money line for me, but also under. Yeah. I think Notre Dame's offense is going to struggle in this one big time. I'm still not buying Parker as OC, and I do think Notre Dame's defense should probably have the advantage here against Clemson's offense.
Do we add to the power rating of Clemson because the caller called into Dabo Swinney's coach's show and told him that he was making too much money, and it led to like a 3-minute rant from Dabo?
5-minute. It was a 5-minute
it was
rant.
long.
Yeah, it was long.
I like the chip on the shoulder. Last time he had something like that, it was the Clemsoning rant. And Clemson went on to win 12 consecutive years of 10 or more wins. So I think Clemson will have a chip on their shoulder, Dabo included, on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm with you on the under. I know it opened really low, 40.5, got bet up all the way to like 46. I took 46 under, 45 a key number. I still would play under, to your point, right? And I think you have to keep this in mind. Notre Dame, you've got Mitchell Evans out, their leading wide receiver, the tight end. And then I would be stunned, Brad, if Will Shipley plays in this game. That was a pretty gruesome hit that he took against NC State. Yeah,
he's not likely not to play. And I'll be honest with you. Do you trust Cade Klubnik against an Al Golden defense right now? Oof, no. So I think probably a conservative game plan. 17-14 probably type of game here.
Yeah, I'm with you on the under. And hopefully for all of us, I know you guys got some money. Can we get like 16-14? Just everyone be happy, all right? I just want to win and just get out of there. All right, looking around, some really big games. It's a loaded card this week. Excited about it. Let's go to Bedlam. Ollie Gordon, my goodness. This dude is incredible for Oklahoma State. They're laying 6 here, or catching 6, I should say, at home. You're starting to see some 5.5s pop up. How do you see this game playing out in Stillwater on Saturday?
Yeah, tough one because, just a couple weeks ago, this line was trading, quite often in a lot of books at like 10-ish. So we've seen the adjustment, downgrade on Oklahoma, obviously, for their last 2 performances, almost lost to UCF and then did lose against Kansas. And then obviously the rebirth of Oklahoma State's offense here post-bye, starting with the Kansas State game. They changed some blocking schemes up front, really helped them. And then, obviously the key contributor of that is Gordon, the running back-to-back 200-plus yard rushing performances out of him. I'm going to wait because there was a group twice this year that's really had the telltale on Oklahoma games. One against Texas, the money came in like crazy on Oklahoma, ended up being right. And then last week, one of the biggest market movers. And I'm not talking a Sunday night move. I'm talking game day. Yeah. All the money came in on Kansas, and that proved to be right. So I'm going to wait for that the sooner money, whether it's at 4 or against them, to tell me which way that this one should be going. Because I'll be honest with you, someone, little birdie told me, might be somebody that has inside knowledge of the Oklahoma program.
All right, so I like to buy low in spots. Brad, I've talked to you about these things before. So when I look at Washington laying 3.5 on the road against USC, I think I smell one here. Is it the same question as last time? Is this crazy for looking at the Trojans catching 3 in the hook at home?
No, I mean, my power ratings say USC, which is saying something because my power ratings have been mostly against SC. I mean, they failed to cover the spread in 6 straight games. I know one of them in particular, the Notre Dame game was horrific, but all the games have been, starting with the Arizona State game off the bye all the way back there in late September. But in this instance, I mean, Washington, have you seen them the last? I don't know if a lot of people have stayed up and watched their games. I mean, you look at the scores. Oh, they had a close win against Arizona State. Oh, they had a close win against Stanford. I'm here to tell you, you change one play in those games, and they're losses. I just watched a Stanford game a few hours ago. I mean, Stanford converted what was going to be a 3rd down opportunity or a 4th down opportunity for them, and it got called back. I mean, it was right there. So, my goodness. And then the Arizona State game, I thought Arizona State should have won outright. So I'm not buying Washington right now. Give me USC.
Yeah, I'm with you. We're in cahoots on that one, USC. I just think, as much as I think this team is going to pack it in at some point, I think you're going to get one final effort from Caleb Williams, right? So I think you're going to get one kind of swan song. He's clearly not going to play in the bowl game. Brad Powers joining us here at Brad Powers 7.
What if it's a playoff game?
Yeah.
Hey, look at the rankings they got, the rest of their schedule. I'm just telling you, they're setting it up for them. You win out, all of a sudden you're looking around going, hey, 2-loss Pac-12 champ USC, Caleb Williams, let's do it.
I'll book that action.
Well, I might take you up on that, actually.
Hey, Brad, as we look at this board, a couple of the games I want to get your thoughts on, but I would be remiss if we didn't ask you right now, what's jumping out at you on the board right now as the most intriguing play?
Let's go. I love playing outliers, especially as the market gets tighter, so I'm looking for edges. Outlier being, let's play against what happened last week. The announcer said a generational type of win for the Kansas Jayhawks.
Close.
Oklahoma. So how do they respond? I'm not sure that they're thinking about Iowa State late Saturday night, probably all the way into Sunday. Iowa State is pretty buttoned up this year. This is a typical Matt Campbell, laying in the weeds, no expectations with the gambling scandal this summer. A win would get them to bowl eligibility. Let's lay 2.5 with Iowa State. We're fading Kansas off the big win against Oklahoma.
My first bet of the week was Notre Dame Clemson under. My second bet was Iowa State. I mean, think about how big was that win. And I think, Brad, you and I and JVT, I imagine too, we love Lance Leipold. And last week, I'm kicking myself for not betting that, coming off a bye week.
I had Kansas money line. Loved
Did you really?
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
loved every part of it. They were great.
Man, I mean, this is such a letdown spot.
Oh, yeah.
Going on the road to Ames,
after you threw the field goal post in the lake, it's tough. It's tough to come after that.
A couple other thoughts. If it's broke, don't fix it. Curious, we got a Service Academy game. These totals keep getting lower and lower and lower. Army Air Force is sitting at, 32 right now, Brad? Can you go under?
There were people. I'm not doing it, but other people are. I've seen it's pretty much 31.5 of the market.
This is incredible, man.
I'll take Army. I'll take them plus the 19 there. And I have made that bet at that exact number, Army plus 19. Don't love what I've seen from Army, obviously, the last 3 games, but with a total of 31.5, I'll take the team getting 3 scores.
All right, I don't know why I'm interested in this game, but I am. Arkansas is undefeated against the spread on the road. They have covered, I think, every single one of their games as an underdog. They fired their offensive coordinator during the bye, and they get Florida off of the Georgia game. What do you make of this one? Florida's laying 6.
Yeah, I like Arkansas here, plus the 6. Haven't given it out yet, but it's the old service is looking into this game from a multitude of fronts. Not only Arkansas, but there's talk that they're going to go with some tempo out of the bye with the new OC, Kenny Guyton, new OC for them. So over 2.
Yeah, I that was not initially on my bet list, but I remembered. I was thinking about it. What a buy low spot. No one wants to bet on Arkansas. Florida just got boat raced in a rivalry game, so I think that is an intriguing spot. Final thought, Brad, before we let you run. Texas taking on Kansas State. Malik Murphy back at it at quarterback. Live dog in Kansas State.
Yeah, I think a live dog, but man, the number says it. I was hoping to get like 6, and it's sitting here at 4. Under for me, under 50.5. I did not like what I saw from Texas offense. I know it 35 points, but it was greatly aided by defense and special teams last week.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.